Hey everyone, today is an exciting day, new amplifier day. I had to run to town for some parts. Figured I'd stop by the local Visions Electronics, and seeing as how I was looking for a new amplifier to run my Cerwin Vega D-1s, might be the perfect fit. So we're gonna unbox it and see what this thing's like. So I purchased the Cambridge Audio AX series. It is the A25 model. So it's only rated at about 20 watts, I think 20 or 25 watts. But I mean, he demoed it on a pair of calf towers, and man, it was impressive. It was enough for me to bring it home. I mean, and plus he said I had 30 days if I don't like it, I'm gonna bring it back. So Cerwin Vega's being really easy speakers to drive. I think the D1s, their power rating is anywhere from 5 to 90 watts. So I'm sure this will be just fine. Quality power. This actually is going to be my first Cambridge Audio amp. I have not owned any other Cambridge Audio gear before, so I'm kind of excited. I always like trying out new things. So let's unbox this thing and see what it's like. So we got instruction manuals, quick start guide. There we are. Power cable. And here we are. Now this is a very tidy unit. I really did like it. I like it how simple it looks. This is going to be more than enough than I need. So you've got your input selection. Just such a nice, solid feel. Nice lock to the center for your balance. Your treble and bass. Nothing fancy, but that's what I'm after. So on the back, right here, nothing too crazy. There's not a lot of fancy, this is a pretty plain Jane amplifier. That's kind of why I wanted it. I was actually in the search for just a power amp. This will do just fine. So you've got your A4, 3, 2, and 1 inputs. And then your record, so this would be an output here. The lettering on the back, they've got it way up on the bottom, and then they've got it upside down the top. So if you're in looking at it from on top behind, hooking it up, they made it really easy for you to tell which is which. And yes, of course, you have your right and left speaker outputs here, and then your power. So nothing too crazy to go through here. It's that plain, that simple, and that's what I'm after. So before I get this thing hooked up, we'll go through some of the specs. This is rated at 25 watts per channel at 8 ohms. Got 4 RCA inputs on the back, and it also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone auxiliary input in the front. The power amp damping factor is greater than 100. Max power consumption, 180 watts. It says standby power consumption is less than 0.5 watts. And it weighs in and around 11 pounds, so it's not nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's gonna do everything I need it to do. Cerwin Vegas are really easy to power. I'm sure they'll like some quality power going to them. I'm actually running them right now on my Yamaha. I can't remember the model number. The rating on that Yamaha home theater receiver is 100, I don't know if you know it's 110 watts. It might only be 100 watts per channel is the rating. When I put that thing into pure direct mode, so now it's running flat, it even shuts the screen off to get maximum power output to your speakers. It's really easy to overdrive them that way. And seeing as how my Cerwin Vega D-1s have a self-resetting high frequency circuit breaker for the tweeter, they're not fused overall, so I don't want to overdrive them. And if I'm going to put some power to them, I'd way rather it be some quality power. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little excited to get this thing hooked up. I'm going to probably put a good playlist on. I might run them in my shop here actually for a little bit. I think I'm going to do some break-in time on it. So I might hook up my VS 120s. I want to try to get 20 hours of use on out of it as quick as I can with warming up and cooling down, powering up, powering down the caps, just to get them worked in. A lot of people say like a 20-hour mark of break-in time, and it really comes to life. Some people even say it might sound a little shrill at first. I want to get this thing worked in and so I can enjoy this. All right, we're inside the house now. I got the amp hooked up inside. Got my D1s hooked up to it. There's the D1s. I've got them right now running with my Paradigm 12-inch subwoofer. The signal going into my Cambridge amp is coming out of the pre-out from the home theater receiver. Everything's set flat. I haven't touched anything. Let's see here, the bass, treble, and it's impressive. I like it. I'm glad I bought it, and it'll be staying.